And our chaotic guest this morning, who is not really a guest, is Gary Al Smith.
Gary Al Smith. Gary. This is Gary. They do that thing fast me.
It's the Joy Deadline Day today.
Yes.
3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Guys, what should we expect?
Plenty goodness.
Yes, right.
Like Nestle Nutrition Line.
Beautiful. I can't wait for Patapa to tell us the meaning of
Patumana. That's what you're looking out for. And one or two of our fans are looking out for their videos. We're going to be playing live on air. You'll be listening to us on Joy from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and watching us on the Joy News channel from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yes, we know that everybody has got internet these days. Everybody has got data. So they'll be following the transfers in real time on all their favorite websites. What we are assuring them is superior analysis of the situation. But we know that everybody is also informed, which is why we want guest participation. 0244 619-907 is the place you send us your 1-minute videos, and we are going to show them on TV and air them on radio as well. 0244 619-907. It's also on our social media pages, so you can have a look at it.
Hashtag Joy Deadline Day. Let's do this today.
Let's do this today. And the Sports Center is brought to you by MTN 4G Plus. For the fastest connectivity and highest internet speed, choose MTN TurboNet. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good, and multi-TV, just thrills. MTN Momo is celebrating 10 years of making life simple by giving away 10 brand new Hyundai cars in the MTN Momo at 10 promo. And for the month of June, Rebecca Kwe was the lucky winner of the Hyundai Grand i10 2019. Keep using your MTN Momo accounts to build points and win exciting prizes like Samsung Smart TVs, up to 3,000 Ghana cedis in e-cash, or one of the brand new Hyundai cars, including the all-new 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe. From now till the end of August, remember, promo winners will only be called with 0244 300,000 to redeem their prizes. Dial star 120 hash to check your points. Go on, just Momo it. We did for you everywhere you go. Now, get a free travel insurance cover of up to $2.5 million with a Standard Chartered Infinite card in your wallet. You also get a free pass to over 1,000 VIP lounges in airports all over the world. This is just a few of the many amazing privileges the Standard Chartered Visa Infinite debit or credit card brings you. Isn't it time for an upgrade? Call toll free now on 0800 740 100 or visit sc.com/gh for yours today. Standard Chartered,
here for good and here for sport. I like the way you're reading the LPMs like a transfer story. Yeah, transfer stories, because you know what? It's transfer deadline day in the English Premier League, and as always, we expect some late deals to be completed. So more coming up. Gary joins me in studio, of course. And Gary, we got a lot of activity, last night. We can just bring our listeners up to speed with what we have then. Big news.
Yes, indeed. Real Madrid are in talks with PSG over the signing of Neymar. According to the information we have in the Brazil forward is understood to have told PSG he wants to leave the club this summer, having joined from Barca in 2017, of course. But the French champions have yet to receive a formal offer.
Interesting. Romelu Lukaku has arrived in Italy ahead of a medical with Inter Milan after they agreed a £73 million fee with Manchester United. Lukaku is expected to sign a 5-year deal, will move in a deal worth €80 million, which is slightly less than what Manchester United paid for the forward from Everton 2 years ago. And we can still stay with Manchester United.
Yes, indeed, because they are back in talk to sign Mario Mandzukic from Juventus as a replacement for Romelu Lukaku. According to our key men in Italy, United are also interested in signing forward Inaki Williams, who of course has Ghanaian heritage, and this guy plays for Atletico Bilbao, while Lukaku is currently in Milan, like George says, for a medical.
And we're looking forward to more Ghanaian deals happening, like Dede Ayew is on our radar. Where would he find himself? That's one we'll try to sort out. But Tottenham Hotspur have agreed a fee with Fulham for Ryan Sessegnon. Now, he's expected to complete the deal today. The 19-year-old has been a long-term target for Spurs boss Mauricio Pochettino. And, the clubs have now agreed a deal worth £25 million, rising to £30 million, with Josh Onoma moving the other way.
It's not just about agreeing to that one, because Spurs have agreed an initial £55 million fee with Real Betis for midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso. Confirmation from our key man in North London. Lo Celso, the Argentine international, is expected to travel to London today ahead of undergoing a medical and completing the deal, which could rise to £60 million.
Finally, Arsenal fans can smile. Can they smile? They seem to be getting the defenders in. And look at that smile on Gary's face. Look, Arsenal have agreed a fee with Celtic over the transfer there of Kieran Tierney. Now, that's very important for them. The Scotland international left back is on his way to London. Right now, we know everything is set ahead of the deadline later today.
Smiles at North London, no smiles for the Ivory Coast international Wilfred Zaha, who has handed in a transfer request at Crystal Palace. We understand Arsenal and Everton have been interested in signing him, but his club Crystal Palace have been playing hardball. They got £70 million and an offer of Cheng Tosun and James McCarthy, but Everton said but Crystal Palace said they don't want that. Crazy stuff.
So there are quite a number of deals to look forward to later this afternoon. Always a dramatic end to the window. And we're here to take you through everything from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the Joy News channel, Multi-TV, and DSTV channel 421, and on Joy FM.
And we're also streaming on myjoyonline.com. On that website, you can get a Joy Deadline Day live blog from this morning. We'll also be tweeting the entire show with the power of our handles on Twitter. That is Joy997FM and at Joy Sports GH. Transfer Deadline Day is powered by the Joy Sports team.
And there's more to come. But back home, Hearts defender Christopher Bonny faces expulsion from the Black Meteors squad after he admitted he lied about his age. It appears the right back, who has previously played for Busia Dwarfs and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, is actually older than his current age, which is 22. If found guilty, he could be handed a ban by the Ghana Football Association for age cheating. Benedict Owusu has more.
Variations of the date of birth of Bonny have sparked massive controversy. While documents have shown he's within the age category after being born on November 22, 1998, Transfer Market on the internet puts his date of birth at July 4, 1992. And of course, with that, he's of age and cannot represent the under-23 team. It shows the right back played for Ibuson Dwarfs in the 2013-14 season at a tender young age of 15, featured for Asante Kotoko at age 15, and earned a call-up into the country's under-20, that's the Black Starlights, in 2013 at age 15. Well, Bonny has ignored, the media accusations, but according to our checks, the officials of the under-23 team, that's the Black Meteors, are keen on getting to the bottom of this matter.
Elsewhere, Asante Kotoko have wrapped up preps and are expected to leave Accra for Nigeria today for the CAF Champions League preliminary game with Kano Pillars on Saturday. The team held their last training session yesterday at the Accra Academy AstroTurf to bring an end to a 3-day training here in Accra. Elmina Sharks Yawa Champong, who watched the team at training yesterday, is backing them to do well in Africa.
Good and quality players. We are all here to support them, and then we wish them all the best on Saturday.
I mean, looking at everything, you just mentioned that you wish them all the best. But I think that they are capable of getting a good result in Nigeria.
According to what I saw today, I know that they can do the job. Since they are representing us now, we all have to support them and then make sure we bring back something good for the country.
So yes, there's more on this in terms of preview on the locker room tomorrow. You have to stay tuned. And now remember the CAF Confederations Cup campaigners as well. Ashanti Gold have arrived in Malabo ahead of their game against Akonagui FC. This Saturday. You like that? It's not going to sweet. We don't know. They're expected to train later today. But Gary, we can talk about the All Africa Games preparations.
Yes, the Ghana team are preparing for the All Africa Games, and the Black Satellites have stepped up their training ahead of the tournament. The team have relocated from Pram Pram to Accra and have been training at the El Wak Stadium. Coach of the side is Yao Prekon, and he says they'll be ready to make Ghana proud when the games begin later this month.
The time was very limited, but we've managed to patch up the pieces, and the boys are doing very well. They are doing well, and strongly believe that they will deliver when we start the tournament. We know Senegal and Mali, they in West Africa, they are one of the best in terms of youth development. They are ahead of us now. We have to accept it. So we are playing catch up. But we have what it takes. We have good players in the country, and when they do the right thing, definitely they can give the opposition a tough time. And the name Ghana, when you mention Ghana, the Senegalese, the Malians, they are also afraid of Ghana. So we have advantage on with that as well. And we are not afraid of anybody.
Are they still afraid? Okay, anyway. Anyway, look, the Black Satellites and other athletes making Team Ghana have been made to sign a code of conduct to enhance discipline in camp. Now, following the tendency of athletes to engage in acts of indiscipline and rumors, of such acts in the Black Stars camp for this year's AFCON, it has become necessary for the top brass of the team to put in measures to curb indiscipline. Now, here is National Sports Authority boss Peter Chumesi.
The technical people will still come and still be assessing you and your performance. I don't want to know that any of you here who arrived here is replaced. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hear that because you refuse to follow some instructions. Discipline here should be the key. And it should be respected. When your coaches say that you cannot move outside this particular territory, you must not. The time for you to sleep and rest, you must sleep. I'm sure that at some point you may even take away their phones. You must do it.
Moving on to other news, Tunisian club Esperance have been declared African Champions League winners, and that's after opponents Wydad Casablanca were found guilty of abandoning the second leg of the final. This reverses an earlier decision by the Confederation of African Football's Executive Committee to order a replay of the second leg. Maher Mezahi is a North African football expert and has been looking at the latest decision from CAF.
It reflects very, very poorly on African football in general, and especially the Confederation of African Football. It's really actually caused a deep split in the politics of African football. You have now an artificial line between the Egyptians and the Tunisians, who had for a long time really held power within CAF, and now you have sort of a new power with many people accuse the Moroccans of funding the new CAF president, Ahmed Ahmed. These are all allegations, of course, but there's been very deep divides because of this decision, this never-ending decision to keep either replaying or declaring a champion of the CAF Champions League final. It's just been so bad for African football. It doesn't reflect well on us at all on an international level, and I think the sooner all of this is over with, the better for the continent.
Yes.
Like the tune,
It's still counting down to 3 p.m. today. It's deadline day.
Yeah, that's right.
And it'll be live here on your Super Station.
Yes, Superstation.
Joy 99.7 FM and Joy News. Your most credible news source. Thank you very much.
Also live on DSTV for you DSTV people.
Yes.
DSTV 421.
And we'll be tweeting live as well.
We'll be streaming live on my Joy Online, tweeting live at Joy 997, Joy News on TV, and Joy Sports GH.
In every way you can catch it.
That's it for the Joy Sports Center, man.
Thank you very much, George Adu Jr. and Gary L. Smith. We'll be right back after these few commercials and the Stanbic